Good morning, everyone. I wanted to do a quick video on Supermicro since it has earnings today, and many are interested in playing the earnings. So I'm gonna go over the moving averages, talk about some trend changes and things that's going on inside the charts, and I'm gonna also talk about some contracts to take for this earnings for those that are interested. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the daily chart. Let's pull up the Moz and the Bollinger. So everything's pretty consolidated right now, which means that all the levels have been pulled together really tightly. So it's like if you look past here in December, there was decent room where everything wasn't so consolidated, pulled together. It's almost like a rubber band where like if you pull it tighter, it's gonna snap harder, whereas if it's looser, it's gonna just be everywhere. Well, this is getting ready for a big move up or down. It's kind of just how I see consolidation areas anyway. So quickly going over the moving averages, and before we even discuss that, the where SMCI is currently at is above each one of these supports, so it's actually pushed pretty high right now. But the 5 mile is currently at 34.68. It should open very likely around the 36, 37 area. The 10 mile is at 31.34, the 20 mile is at 31.50, and the upper Bollinger is at 38.47. So that means currently it's trading above the upper Bollinger. Um, we actually did have an upper Bollinger move happen Monday. This is the second, or on Friday, I mean, this is the second day of the upper Bollinger move. Or this is going to be the third day now. So we can keep pushing up into the upper Bollinger. It's just we have to be aware that this is quite, you know, pushed up into the upper Bollinger already. Um, the room upward isn't too much further. I'm gonna take these off, and I want to show the drawings because I have some channels drawn. Now we have this buying channel that formed not too long ago, and the top could actually be in this area too, but um, this is where I'm gonna start the structure. Because if you look at this, there's a inverse head and shoulders forming. So there's the left shoulder, the head, right shoulder, and then potentially the start of the breakout. Uh, so if this is gonna break out, we could also look forward to this large cup. And let me show you the 4-hour chart. So we have the top of the cup at 49.86. Currently, the market's trading at 42.24, so that means we could still potentially pull all the way up to that, 50 mark, even heading up all the way to that 53 area to reject the top of that selling channel and form a cup, pull down, form a handle, and then, if it does want to break out into the buying channel, it can. Now, there's a good argument that it will do this because we have multiple large cups forming, right? So we have this cup right here. We have another cup right there. We have another cup right there. And another cup all the way up to that, 96 area, 100 level. And if they truly want to pull it all the way up, they can form a cup all the way back up to that 122.90. But that said, we also have the ADL climbing, so it's been moving up pretty significantly. Um, I don't see why they would do that just to have a bad earnings. So it's very likely that the estimates are gonna pull through, and I didn't check the exact numbers, but I do think the EPS was supposed to be a like plus 50 a share or something like that, or 50 cents a share, something like that. Um, but yeah, with that said, I'm looking for. It's hard to say, because we're so pushed up into the upper Bollinger right now that generally you'd want to short this and, you know, catch the support. But since everything's so consolidated, this can pull upward. all the way up, to closing some of these larger cups before we even start to slow down. And to further really back that up, uh, if we do get the cup top, that's, basically a 17-18% move from where we are right now. We could reach all the way down to, um, let's see, I think it was the 38.47 mark as well. So there's still quite a lot of room in this move up and down. Just a quick reminder before we get into the technical analysis. If you've been finding value in my insights, consider joining my Patreon. For just $12.99 a month, you'll get access to my trades, courses, and powerful tools to help you grow as a trader. I'd love to have you be a part of our team and community. And it's less than 43 cents a day. So if you'd like to join, click in the link in the description. Thanks. Now the last thing I do want to go over is just the Bollinger Bands right here. We have been actively in the bottom Bollinger for quite a while. We did have no, we just rejected the top Bollinger, so we haven't even had a upper Bollinger move since December. This is the first time since then. With the large ADL spike, the excuse me, the volume's picking up quite heavily, as you can see right there. It should be expected that this earnings is going to do very well. With that said, I have two options picked out. I'm not going to show them on the screen because the options tree looks pretty bad on this one, but it's for February 21st. It's going to be a 42 put and a 44 call. The whole set of contracts should cost under 1,000, and that gives you safety for, if they decide to move up. You can always cut the put, and if they do decide, if they do fail the earnings, then there's plenty of room down, and you can cut that call and make plenty of money on the put. With how high the IV is, just in SMCI in general, it should be able to make profit, uh, even if one side totally devalues on the straddle that we're setting up. And with that said, the whole goal of these straddles will be either to catch the further top of that cup, whether they decide to aim for the 49.50 mark or, up towards that 60. There's still plenty of room, and SMCI likes to move like 20-30%, at a time. So there's quite a lot of room for the move upward. And if we are going to get the move downward, then the 42 put is going to catch pretty much any move downward, since the implied move would pull it under that $38 mark. That would fully cover the price of the call. But yeah, with that said, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. But yeah, I hope you all have a great day tomorrow or great day today trading, and yeah, just be safe with your trades. Have a good one.